What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some more Expedition 33. And this very well could be the episode where we conclude the main story. We're back here in Lumiere. And things seem to be winding down. But the music is winding up. Oh. Nominated for Best Soundtrack, I believe, at the Game Awards. Ooh. And I think it won the Golden Joystick already for Best Soundtrack, so I anticipate it will win at the Game Awards as well. All right, I got to figure out which way to go and then go the opposite way as I usually do because I like to get all the things. So, okay, this looks like it makes a big circle, maybe. Oh. We've been pretty much steamrolling everything here because I think we've gone to some like end game areas that are technically harder than like the actual end of the game. Precision. Let's see if I can. Yeah, that'll work. That's all I gotta do. I don't even gotta do moves. I can just shoot. And I think this made a circle. Good stuff. With that, yep. Don't know what that was. But we'll carry on like nothing happened. Ooh, we got a big guy. And these guys are probably just gonna shoot him. Yep, one shot. One shot. Two shot. Nice. He looks rather mean. He doesn't particularly enjoy my presence, but I don't enjoy his presence, so he must be banished. Chromatic Ashassia. Oh, we are starting here with CL. Okay.
That's lucky.
Go ahead and buff everybody. Weak to fire. It's probably also weak to damage. That was disappointing damage, though. That was quite disappointing damage, I must say. All right, my dude. Hopefully you're weak to this. Seems like you would be. That did good. Looks like I should be shooting this thing, though. This thing's most likely a weak point. Jump attack. Oh, ouch. Music went quiet on me all of a sudden. Don't know what's up with that. Very quiet and serene. Does not appear to be a way to get over there. So everything I've been told after I beat the game, I'm not forced into New Game Plus immediately, so I should be able to go back and wrap up all the other stuff that I haven't done yet for Platinum Trophy.
The Opera House.
That's what I plan to do.
Wow, wow.
In case you were wondering. All the roses. representing the Gomage. Ooh. Oh, it's just a viewpoint. Lumiere suffered much damage. There's something in the water. Ask Eskia to bring to the surface. The memory. This is Journal of Expedition 60. A legendary expedition known for its unorthodox tactics. Let's hear about it.
Expedition 60. They mocked us when we said the human body is the strongest of them all. We trained relentlessly, and now our bodies have achieved the pinnacle of human performance, with which we are able to crush our enemies. We are so much more agile and aerodynamic without the heavy uniforms constraining our glorious muscles. With Leslie's unstoppable training regime, we are impervious. That's how we were able to charge through that ghostly Gomage barrier and reach the Paintress. But it seems we've been wrong about what she is. The Paintress is just as trapped as we.
Wow, they knew the answer.
Terror lies beneath the monolith. The rest of Expedition 60 marched on to confront him, while I was tasked to warn Lumiere. But it seems I might have run out of time. One last swim separates me from Lumiere. But even with my mighty muscles, I don't know if I can outswim
man, he ran out of time.
So here I write my final message. Bare naked muscles will save the world. And don't waste time on the Paintress. Aim for the bottom of the monolith.
So they knew, but it doesn't sound like they got the message back. Interesting. So I wonder how they did charge through the barrier to reach the Paintress. Huh. Your favorite expedition? Well, it seems they were semi-successful. How's it going, Jack of Blades? Welcome to the stream. What's up, Rage Kid? How's it going? Good to see you tonight, man. Let's see. Is there anything up here? Here we go.
Interesting.
A ghastly figure playing a piano. Nice looking theater. Well, it looks like it would have been a nice looking theater previously. Is that Gustav? Surely it's not. It looks like, yeah, it looks like Gustav and Sophie. But how would they be painted at the top of this theater that clearly was destroyed long ago? Muid, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing? You're not a boss. You're just chilling. I mean, he's got the no face. It looks like that's the real Renoir. I don't know. I.e. the curator. Or it's clearly an illusion.
Interesting.
I'm doing well, my man. I think we might beat the game tonight, so pretty pumped about that. Still have lots to do, though, after beating the game. Why, hello. We have a black hole. We have 2 black hole unicorns. Just take me back to like the very beginning where the first scene was between Mael and...
Axon Islands. What are they doing here?
Like Axon's their papa's creations, not Claire's.
Easy.
Oh, lovely.
Glad you're doing well. Looking forward to finishing the game with you, bro. Yes, very much. It's been a fun journey with y'all for sure. How's your weekend been, Muid? Oh, jeez. You ready, guys? Are you guys ready for Half-Life 3 to be revealed tomorrow? First I've heard of it. Is there some sort of event tomorrow?
Great.
5% health on hitting a stunned target.
I'm ready.
What kind of HP do you got, boy? Not much. Half-Life 3 is getting revealed tomorrow. You're overdosing on copium. Is there like, does Valve have, like, is there some sort of event related to that, like to Valve? I know they're coming out with a new like Steam Deck, aren't they? Hate to break it to you, but if there is a big announcement related to Valve, it's probably related to that. But keep the faith, my man, until you know any different officially. No. Oh, I can't do Stendhal because I ruined it. Oh well. I like this music a lot.
Good stuff.
How's my weekend been? It's been pretty solid. Nice and relaxing. My kids are officially off on Thanksgiving break, but I have work on Monday and Tuesday. And then I'm off for Thanksgiving for the rest of the week.
Almost there.
Mayo, let's go.
Interesting.
There isn't, I made it up, although there was a rumor that was going to get revealed soon and people were saying that's going to be revealed at TGA for the Steam machine. Just joking though. Gotcha. Well, you never know, my friend. I mean, I can semi-relate just because every major PlayStation gaming reveal, there's a contingency of people that hope that there's going to be a Bloodborne announcement. And I'd go crazy if there ever was a Bloodborne announcement, but it's been nothing but disappointment so far. So can somewhat relate. All right, what you got, boy? Maybe I should continue. Maybe I should continue. Continue what? Forever, forever. The boy has gone silent. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we got it before GTA 6 or a new Bloodborne. I mean, GTA 6 is coming. Although...
Lovely.
who knows when, actually. Because I think they just delayed it, didn't they? So who knows when it's actually going to get here, but... At least it's been revealed. Bloodborne, not so much. Half-Life 3, also not so much. This is where I came from, I believe, yeah. Well, I'm glad this stream is going to make your weekend even better. That's good to hear. Glad to have you. Finally, our last reveal, we decided to remake one of our most beloved games that everyone has anticipated. That's right, The Last of Us remake. Yes. Here we go. I was wondering where I didn't see this before. You know, I've said before, I would not mind a Resident Evil remake. That would actually be incredible. Resident Evil Remake needed a remake before Resident Evil 4 needed a remake, and they've already remade Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil Remake came out before Resident Evil 4. Why are they giving me all these low-level weapon upgrade things like at the end of the game? That makes no sense.
Nice.
Are you a merchant? You look like a merchant. You are a merchant. Pretty snazzy looking one. For all the mess that's happening, I was the only one curious enough to make the journey here. But this place is sad. Gotta fight. Gonna be Mael. It's a 1v1, thank God.
Finesse and grace.
Alright, that was easy. Thanks for the distraction. Now, let me sell you the real goods. Full strength, 25% increased damage on full health. Gimme, gimme. Bolaro. I already have it, and it's already way higher than this one they're trying to sell me. I already have this one as well. Did I go for all? I should go for all weapons. Why not? Why not? All right. I think we're good here.
Goro.
25 increased damage on full health. Like, that's pretty significant. It's a lower level one, though, compared to some others that I have. I got lots that I need to power up here. Need to be paying attention to that again. Always do look forward to the stream. Thank you so much, Mooweed. It's good to have you. There's a Mega Ari fan that has played every game except OG2, finishing OG3. Would love a remake. I think Code Veronica needs one first, though. Code Veronica, they're already working on that from what I understand.
Papa is somewhere past the gardens.
Very much looking forward to it. I'm a big Code Veronica fan. I played Code Veronica originally on the Dreamcast when it first came out. So he played all but OG2. So OG2 was actually the first one that I played ever. Fantastic game. As is 2 Remake. 2 Remake's incredible.
Nice.
I've not used a single recoat in this entire playthrough. Yeah, I assume we're going to finish the story today. I mean, we are clearly
We need to defeat them fast.
getting to the end. At least it's what it appears. Like, this is a one-way street. Can I go off to this? I can. Ooh, we can explore all this too. Okay. I was hoping to take him out.
Your cards are smoking.
Time to bleed.
All right, let's just finish him off. Yeah, I think I'm missing at least a couple records. I'm missing some of the journal entries. I'm missing some of the like mansion doors and whatnot. So we're gonna have a little bit of cleanup. I need to beat some bosses. Dadgummit didn't kill him. Sucks.
Ready.
We don't sleep till the story finishes. I mean, I'm committed to stream until a reasonable time. Probably 2 a.m. if we don't finish the story. Increased damage with gradient attacks. That's actually cool. I like that. What's up, Rinka? Good to see you tonight. How's it going? Endgame, indeed. Yes, endgame. I've decided to finish the story. I went to the Endless Tower last time, and I was fighting there for a good 2.5 hours or so. I made it past level 10.
Well, that will help.
And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm coming here. So I did. What's up, Dr. Protein? How's it going? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you tonight, my friend. Anything off to the right? There is. The doctor has arrived. Yes, he has. I watched the replay and laughed at you complaining the Endless Tower. Well, it's okay. I expected it to take a long time, but it just wasn't what I was expecting in terms of what it actually was. I was expecting it to be like an actual level to explore, not like a really long series of just non-stop combat. Which I like combat, don't get me wrong, but I just wasn't expecting to be like, hey, go to this painting and just click, fight, a bunch of different, like 30 different battles effectively is what I've done so far. Just one after another. There you go, Mayo. Oh, snap. Way to go. Love to see it.
An advantage.
I thought it was going to be... I would much rather it be a gestural challenge style, climb all the things to the top platforming type challenge. That would have been more entertaining in my opinion. But I haven't finished it yet, so I'm sure there's a reason it is the way that it is. They did not look happy to see me. Oh, it's a black hole unicorn. Oh, and I'm just gotta fight him. I don't get to get my first attack in. Bummer. Creation. Or however you pronounce that in French. Croissant. I don't know. Oh, did I just one-shot everybody except for the boss? I'll take it. I'm a caster. I don't really. I don't want to heal right now, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna burn him. Burn, baby. That was a lot of HP. He's probably gonna die right here before he even attacks. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, that, and I get a foot for that too. I only have 1 foot left. Play twice in a row, but deal 50% less damage. No thanks. I played twice in a row at full strength. So, how about that? It's another boy.
Papa's over there. And the chroma we need to bring back Lumiere.
Even I can sense him.
We'd better make sure we're ready.
Okay. Message received loud and clear. So I think this is going to go either one of two ways. This is going to be a really happy ending where Mael restores Lumiere to its former glory and brings back everyone who's Gommage, which, major caveat, does not mean that Gustave can come back, because Gustave was not Gommage, so that's going to be like the tinge of sad in the happy ending. Or it's going to be a really sad ending where like the entire painting is destroyed. We'll see. He is here doing what needs to be done, what I can't do anymore. What needs to be done for my sake and theirs. The boy has gone silent. Oh, man. What's up, Casey? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. How's your week going? So far, so good. Got Thanksgiving coming up, so pretty pumped about that. Hope you're doing well also. You see, man, hope you're enjoying the game. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. Can't wait for me to find out. Well, here we go. Hey there, Papa. You know, I should be fighting as... Well, I should have Verso in my party. I just feel like it would be proper to have Verso in my party for this. I should have done that.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please. I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Then don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
It's always a bad noise.
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5.
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too!
He mad.
Enough. I said enough.
Here we go. Oh snap. His true form. The curator. I knew he was bad news the first time we saw him with Mael, way back in the day. I never trusted him.
Finesse and grace.
All right, all I can say is I hope he's not a complete pushover, but we'll see. We'll see. I see that Halo 1 is getting a remake. I did. And it's coming to PlayStation as well, which I'm actually very pumped about. Okay. Half his health in one attack. I'm sure he's he has more than one phase. I know.
That's lucky. Deal me in. Look out!
Irene. Oh. Wow.
Sanity, it's time to go home.
What would have happened if I killed him there, though?
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we
Just
focus
happened
on the
once. We'll be
absence
okay.
first.
She can't.
Uh-oh. What is this?
Mama.
She's back? Did she come back in?
You're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you
Yep,
to
she came
return
back.
any
She found it.
purpose.
And that's her Axon too, right? You're gonna duke it out. This music definitely gives me J-Rock vibes, but it's definitely French.
Time to bleed.
Oh man, it's some chatter here. Renoir's VA is extremely underrated, but his VA is Gollum from Lord of the Rings, right? You're low key on Renoir's side. Renoir's actually a good dude. I mean, it's different perspectives, right? I mean, if you really care and are invested in the story, that is Sandra Canvas.
This selfish Aline.
Oh, he's got buffs. He has the buffs.
Finesse and grace. You can't escape.
So yeah, I mean, it depends on your perspective on the story. Because if in your perspective, the people who live in the painting, if their lives are just as valuable as people's lives in the real world, then yeah, you care about the painting. But if you care about the real world more, like, hey, these people's actual lives are like ruined now, and this painting is is the stake that's driving, is the wedge that's driving, you know, driven down the middle of this family, and getting rid of the painting like restores their real relationships, then you care more about Renoir and his side. So it really depends on your perspective and how you view the characters and how you view the painting and all of that. So, you know, interesting dynamic here for sure.
Put aside the cannons. It's killing you both.
Yeah, he's like, you guys, your viewpoint, your desire for the canvas is actually killing you in real life, and it's his real family that he cares about. So we win, I guess. Renoir is actually a good dude. This music kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan. Yeah, forgot that as Andy Serkis played him still. What game am I playing after this? I'll be doing a Dark Souls 3 walkthrough after this. The long-awaited Dark Souls 3 walk. I get comments every day about when's the Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. So rest assured, it is coming soon. Maybe not soon enough for some of you guys, but it's coming soon. Still, I only see Mael and Verso's VA praised and winning awards. Andy Serkis is painfully left. Dude, yeah. Maybe just because he's not as prominent in the game. Like he's, you know, Renoir comes and goes in the story, right? So definitely not as front and center as some of the other characters. Charlie Cox did really good too, though, for sure. At least he got a nomination. Andy didn't. Absolute pleasure watching DB Prenish one-shot the bosses. You're extremely over-leveled for this part of the game. But I've just been playing the game. I haven't been like farming or anything. I've just been playing the game. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. I'm gonna very real quick. We want to talk about stuff that didn't get nominated for TGA. I think it's absolute blasphemy that Split Fiction did not get nominated for Game of the Year. I haven't played Split Fiction, but yeah, It Takes Two won a few years ago, so. And people seem to receive Split Fiction as well as they did It Takes Two. Dude, don't even get me started. Cool, can't wait. Are you going to do the same as you did in your playthrough? Basically, yeah, it's going to be a more streamlined 100% walkthrough, much similar to like my other ones for Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring, and so on and so forth. Split Fiction was awesome and innovative. Mad about that too, yeah. So it got snubbed. I haven't voted yet. I still need to vote. Renoir is just a dad that loves his family. Can't argue with it. Exactly. Yeah, he's concerned for his real family over the fictitious worlds that they've created. But you know, in the game, the fictitious world is arguably just as important as the real world. So it really depends on your viewpoint on that. As far as Renoir, is he good? Is he bad? I can see his viewpoint. You know, like, hey, people, like, this is not your actual home. Now, does he have to destroy these people's home to get there? But, you know, whatever. It's all, you know, the nuances that must be considered. So, all right, is that it? Did we do it? It said something about attacking the axons, but clearly I never needed to do that. All I'm saying, if I were in Renoir's shoes, I'd care about my family too, so.
Ironic. Your mother was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me. This is not a game.
Kind of like Inception.
At stake, but you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control.
How long you spend in
You want to
dreams.
feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day. I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. Aline in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Want it to be fixed. I need it to be fixed. I cannot lose you too.
Don't you see? That's how I feel about them. I can't lose them either. I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
He's never going to want to come back.
I want to trust you, but
Just a little longer. We all know what that means.
You can.
She's never going to want to go back. She likes it in the Matrix.
keep the light on for you. I hope you find peace.
She should remake the best ending would be she remakes the painting,
Hold on.
restores everything, and then
To each
goes
other.
back. That was nice of Renoir, though. Maybe, we'll see if she follows through. Renoir talking fact. It looks like most of y'all sympathize more with Renoir, which I kind of do. I kind of do too. Verso. Did he cross over? What the heck is he doing? Already got the trophy for the end, so. Verso's booked that he's done with the Matrix. Maybe he thinks if he can somehow find a way back to the real world that he can. Is this a light the fire or link the fire or go back type moment? No. Can I? Can I go back? You're fully on Renoir's side. Yeah, I mean, he said that they've made hundreds of paintings, of which this is just one. Of course, this one has great significance in that it's Verso's painting, and it's kind of like the last link they have to his, you know, legacy. But at the same time, it's one out of many. And it is literally destroying their family in the real world, so. Oh, is this a path? Is this a path? I don't know. Okay. Never light the fire, a junta must hunt.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Lammont's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here.
Yep, knew it.
Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my El. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live. Out there I merely exist.
But I said she likes it in the Matrix.
Stop quoting Papa.
It's time to stop painting.
Pa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's
Oh, snap. No. We're gonna fight each other? Do I have to fight Verso? Decide the fate of the canvas. Oh, geez. Fight as Mael, fight as Verso. So this is 2 separate endings. Can I redo this, or do I need to create a backup save? It's insane how someone without a face can have such clear facial expressions. Indeed. I get where Mael's coming from, but I'm on Renmar's side. I'm conflicted. They both make sense, but more the team Renmar. Dad got to go for the best of the family. I can redo it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to fight as Mael first. You can reload a previous save, but beware if you play the game too long before reloading, the save file is lost. All right. I am going on Rika's advice that we can redo this. Well, I mean, I do plan on replaying the game just to experience the story again, like with the hindsight knowledge of knowing what happens in the story, because there are so many nuggets along the way that are intricately woven into the story that you have a completely different perspective on if you know what happens. So I want that experience too. Can I one-shot Verso? We're gonna find out. Oops, wrong one.
Fiery.
Yes, I can. Oh, we get loot.
Elise, thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please. Don't say that.
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please.
What's up, Robert? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. He wants to be unpainted.
I don't want this life.
Stop saying that.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
If you could grow old, would you
find a reason to smile.
Epilogue. A life to paint. I have to do it again right away. Okay, I'll do it right away then. So wait, is this Verso, but he's aging normally now? Oh snap. That was like a jump scare. I was not prepared for that. There it is. There it is. What a ride. That was a crazy game. So I'm not sure how to interpret that. I mean, it looked like, at least to my eye, it looked like everybody had been aging. Because it looked like Mael was older, Versa was older. The other characters looked same-ish, but maybe a little bit older. I don't know. But Lumiere was not restored to its former glory. It was still in its fractured state. So that was interesting. But it looked like people were back. So I don't know if like it's a full functioning world like it was before, where people were having children and interacting in a normal-ish society, or if it's just like some dystopian version of like, okay, all the main characters are still alive and they're still enjoying what they have left, and it's just whenever they die, it's over type of thing. I don't know. Such a wholesome ending. Everybody looks so happy. But then it showed a close-up of Mael, like she had like, you know, the decay going on. Another hard way, did one ending, got to some side content, came back later, only realized that Winwar's fight was gone, and so was my save right before the fight. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do that right away. I watched the other ending on YouTube. The first ending, then cleaned up, and then got the plat. Second ending on New Game Plus. I mean, I am gonna do New Game Plus anyways, so. Which is it? Are there any differences story-wise on New Game Plus, or is it the same story without changes? Most people are happy. I mean, it seemed like kind of it wasn't a happy ending. It seemed like a bittersweet ending. Need to watch the other ending to make that call. Okay, agreed. Please watch or play Verso ending to decide which ending is the best. I shall say no further till the second ending. No story change in New Game Plus. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, just for comparison's sake, hopefully I can go right back and watch the second ending right away. So yeah, I mean, it did not seem like Verso was particularly happy though. Like he was kind of there against his will, maybe. Like just as much as they accused Renoir of being controlling, Mael's like almost the same way, like forcing Verso to stay, just so she could have her happy life, you know, as a physically maimed version of herself with her brother still alive. Like that's what she craved, and she was willing to sacrifice everything to get that. So you can resurrect General Leo in New Game Plus. Wow, that is a good reference. How's it going, King Anthony? Hope you're doing well, man. If you fight Renoir again, that's fine. That was that took about 5 seconds. I mean, so how is the Renoir, like, let's say I'm not level 80 something. Let's say I just mainlined the story, did no side content whatsoever, and was quote unquote properly leveled for the fight. Like, how is the Renoir fight supposed to play out? So what's the general consensus on the ending? I mean, is there like a definite meaning to it, or is it one of those things that's just really left wide open to interpretation? Should fight Renoir and Expert this time? I guess we could do that. I was over level 2, no clue. It almost feels like we're being punished for doing side quests. What's up, Dalgus? How's it going? Yup, just beat the game, my friend. There's no right or wrong or good about it according to the writer. You said it well, up to your own point of view. Okay. Was the final boss epic? It was a quick fight. We'll just put it that way. painted Verso just got caught up between Mael and her father. I wanted like a conclusion to the real world. Like I wanted a scene outside of the painting. I guess, yeah. I mean, 99% of this game takes place within the painting, but I wanted like closure to the actual family situation. Maybe we'll get that in DLC or a sequel. Who the heck knows? It makes me wonder if Sandfall, if they're going to be doing a sequel to this game as their next project, or if they're just going to do something entirely different altogether. Because they're such a small studio, it seems like they'd have to pick a lane and stick with it. Like they're not going to be able to multitask. Ending is kind of left for interpretation. However, the way I see it, Verso is forced to live a life he hates. Yes. Mael lived a short but sweet life, but everyone else gets to be happy. Yeah, I was expecting that version of the ending to be like Mael repaints everything and fully restores the canvas, but that's obviously not what happened. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for playing my game. All right. Let's hope we can reload this thing. Yeah, we're right here. Right? He's not there though. Crap. Dadgummit. Load previous saves. Here we go. Yeah, I can reload one from yesterday. Let's see, when did we start? Let's try this one. Yeah, I need to pick a different one. I guess now. All right, we'll do 1048. There he is. Did I look at the ceiling in the opera? I did. It was Renoir. I mean, it was Gustav and Sophie, which I was wondering how that was. Like, clearly, who would have done that painting? I don't know.
Good stuff.
Should we do expert for this one? Switch the difficulty settings. Here we go. Gameplay. Let's do expert. I need to remember to switch it back for New Game Plus though, because I don't want to do the whole playthrough in expert on New Game Plus. Their Mario 64 playthrough on this channel, not yet, but it is something that is is severely. Wait a minute. Next year is going to be the 30th anniversary of Mario 64. I need to make a note of that. We're gonna do Mario 64 next year for sure, no doubt. It's the 30th year of Mario 64. All right, making a note. September. It's gonna be like September 29th. It's also like 25 years of Metal Gear Solid 2. So I'm gonna be playing that game as well. That's more towards the end of the year. Need to do Mario 64. That's a good point. You make Mario 64 playthrough like your Dark Souls walkthrough as a joke. Do a 120 star walkthrough. Oh, like be super careful around every turn. Look for ambushes. That would be something. All right. I wonder how much more difficult this is actually going to be. So if you go into this room, the ghost mansion, walk around the edge, however, be very careful not to get close to the piano. Dude, that thing used to terrify me like back in the day. What's up, Chris Gut? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. I don't want to be in expert mode for the Verso fight, though, because Verso is like, I haven't touched Verso in a long time, and so he's not up to snuff.
Let's spill some ink.
Still a one-shot.
It's locked on you.
Stop this.
I haven't beaten everything. I beat the story, though. I don't need to watch these cutscenes again. Piano was the thing that popped up in your mind when you thought of Mars. Dude, that piano is nightmare fuel in my 4th grade brain. So where do you rate the game? I mean, definitely would be Game of the Year. Granted, I haven't really played very many of the nominees, but I can't imagine anything being like better than this significantly. Yeah, my first run through the final boss, I don't think Renmar even got to attack me. Is that correct? I think I no-hit him.
I'm ready.
He might get a turn this time, though. It's looking like he's going to get a turn. Good for him. Void meteors. And they said there's a tighter parry window on expert. Oh, I should have used the other one that could break him. Oh well.
Amazing.
Unleashes his power. Missed this dialogue before.
Go home, Renoir. Go paint something else.
That's cold.
The only one who sees this.
Oh, he got me with the last one. Dang it. All right, you're done.
Fiery.
I'm glad I heard that dialogue. Again?
Not this time.
That was worth it just for the extra dialogue in the fight. Still a complete pushover in expert mode, but at least he got to he at least got to attack me that time. I need to switch it back to normal mode before I forget. None of the other nominees come close to this caliber game. Piano was originally meant to be killable, but was made invincible in the last second in the development of Mario 64. The devs knew what they were doing, dude. They were giving a bunch of elementary age kids nightmares, is what they were doing. Yeah. Definitely go to the game of the year, no doubt in my mind. What about your personal all-time, dude? That's a hard question. Oh man. So if I'm gonna say this is like top 5, top 10 for me. Legitimately, I would have to be ranking it like ahead of games like Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger, Ocarina of Time, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Like, oof, that's hard, man. So I'd have to give that a lot of thought. I mean, I could say reasonably, I would have to sit here and like really think through it. If I could say reasonably, it could be top 10. It's definitely the best RPG since at least the PS2 era, at least, but probably since at least the PS1 era. I mean, I'm just thinking like I would put this ahead of, would I put this ahead of Final Fantasy X? I would have to say yes. I'd put this ahead of Final Fantasy X. So I could say, I mean, without like just my gut reaction, if it's not in my top 10, it's close. So yeah. I would not put it ahead of Elden Ring though. That's just my gut right now. Try to get a no-hit on Simon. Oh, we'll see about that. Actually, I haven't played any other nominees. The only game I played this year were this, Split Fiction, and Doom. Thinking about Silksong once I fully finish Hollow Knight. Parry windows don't apply. I mean, he got one that I missed the parry on. Definitely worth it. I cheat with my all-time. I have all the Souls games as just one game. Oh, that is cheating. I can't do that. Or put like all the like to put the top Final Fantasies like Final Fantasy 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 as one. I wouldn't be able to do that. I have to list them separately. And I mean, Tears of the Kingdom might be a controversial take. Tears of the Kingdom I liked better than Breath of the Wild and is probably my number 2 Zelda between Ocarina of Time. So there's that. That one's in the mix too. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, also controversial because I know not everybody likes it. I would put Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, like, that's up there for me. This is better than FF10. Yep, agree. I don't know how to compare ER to E33. I mean, they're such different games, but if you're making an all-time list, you have to consider all the different games together, you know? They're both beasts, but different beasts. Absolutely. All right, here we go. Verso ending time. All right, just gonna skip this and go to the decision. Wish I could play this. Guess Lashin has finally fallen. Yeah, I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest. They were doing the cross-platform releases for a long time. I need to get Strike Storm down.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
So does she actually attack, or does she just try to convince me? Oh, he doesn't even have the break damage on. Oh, that was a gradient. She's not doing good damage, though.
What about Lune and Ciel and Minoko? What about Eskie?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls. Time to strike.
I think this is the second best game to come out this decade, only behind Elden Ring. Well, if you think back 10 years ago precisely, that would not include Bloodborne. So, yeah, I guess the question comes down to where would I put this among this, Rebirth, and Tears of the Kingdom? I'd definitely put it ahead of Breath of the Wild. I like Tears of the Kingdom better than Breath of the Wild. I'm trying to think of, like, what are those landmark games? I don't know, man. It's tough. It's tough to think about it that way. Deciding the fate of the canvas is like deciding my future. I think PlayStation 6 is probably around the corner. People are still wondering when the PS5 is going to start getting more games. Yeah, that's pretty insane. I mean, really, when you think about it, like, the difference between consoles nowadays is not that much. I mean, we're talking, like, minor increase in graphical fidelity and then, like, better frame rates is what it comes down to right now. And it's like, for me, 30 FPS is not a deal breaker. I prefer 60, of course, but 30 is not a deal breaker. I can play 30 perfectly fine. And that's like what it comes down to these days, is like very, like, noticeable, but like not game changing differences in texture quality is like what it comes down to, and like ray tracing and frame rates is what it comes down to these days. So the difference between PS5 Pro and PS6 is probably not going to be that great either. Like, it's not going to, I mean, it's going to be way more for the player. Is not going to be a huge game changer at all. Best game to come out since Elden Ring. Nothing else compares, in my opinion. That's why you need a PC. I mean, I have a good PC.
It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint.
I realize OBS just disconnected. That sucks.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
There she goes. Now what happens to the painting? Eskie Minoko.
I will miss you guys.
Oh man, no. This is definitely the bad ending. This is the everyone is gommaged ending. Everything's back to square one here. Sorry, anything that involves Eskie going away is the bad ending, in my opinion.
It's okay. It's over. Us.
So yes, I was just about to say that. Is the boy that I've been talking to this whole time Verso? Looks like that's what it is. He's like liberating himself, I guess. So the painting is done. And the epilogue, A Life to Love.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent dans le creux de nos mains. Deux mondes se dessinent, l'un peint de rêve.
I think that's the first time that we saw Aline like in her actual real life form.
L'autre nu et réel, où notre deuil prend place.
Oh, there's Eskie. He lives on in our hearts.
Au clair obscur, œuvres infinies, chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
Man. I mean, honestly, that's what should have happened from the get-go. Like, mourning Verso's death and moving on, right? Sucks that I had to go through all that extra stuff just to get to that point, but so yeah, I guess in terms of what's the good ending and what's the bad ending, it depends on, like, do you favor the painted world canvas, you know, characters more than the real world scenario? Or do you care more about the real world scenario than the painted scenario? And therein lies this goes back to the conflict that I had earlier at the end of Act 2, is like, if you care about the real world more, then that cheapens the value of the painting. Because if the painting just goes away, then it's like everything that you cared about in the game is meaningless anyways, right? So that's the kind of the conflict I have of, like, if the painting just goes and such is life, then it almost, maybe you disagree with this, but almost kind of cheapens the stakes, right? There are no stakes at that point because, like, the painting just goes away anyways. So what does it matter in the end? So, you know, but if you value the Mayel ending as, like, hey, you keep the painting alive, and the painting, people in the painting, their lives matter just as much as anyone else, like, because to them in the painting, that is real life, right? So, it really depends on your perspective. And it does suck to see Esquier go away, I gotta say. But, like, I instead of saying good ending versus bad ending, I would say, like, the Verso ending is right. You know? That's where I'll leave it. So that being said, there has to be, I don't know if it was explained at some point, but there has to be, like, a time bending dynamic, whereas, like, a year in the painting is not equivalent to a year in real life, right? Was that ever explained? I can't remember, but it has to be, there has to be, like, some sort of, like, you know, 1 year in the real world could be like 30 years in the painting or something like that. And do we know, like, what started the fire? Let's see what you guys have to say. I played Fantasy Life. The Girl of Steel's time right after this. I feel like I played 2 new Final Fantasy games back to back. As I said, like way back earlier in this playthrough, I was like, this is what I wish Final Fantasy had become. And I think like the Final Fantasy devs have like acknowledged this game as a thing perhaps to aspire to. Had a PC for years and it's definitely the superior race, but got tired of GPU updates, Windows updates, drivers sometimes being wonky, upgrading GPU to a new one that costs $2,000. I am not a PC master racer by any. I have a good PC, but I'm not a PC master racer by any stretch. This part never fails to make me cry. It is, you know, each ending is bittersweet, I would say. Nail is the bad ending. Very open to interpretation. I would say it's open to interpretation. As long as one of us is still standing, our fight is not over. Yeah, because like, if you don't care about the painting, then everything you're fighting for in the whole game doesn't matter in the end anyways, right? So... sad ending, but that's the right choice. Okay, so yeah, that's what I just got done saying, is like, I would say that's kind of the right ending, right? So... that's a good ending. Mael was narcissistic. Is like you did the hard job, but the correct one. Yeah. There's no way that Mael's a good ending. They will die in the end of that one too. Yeah. That's why I was asking is like, was the order of the world restored and like they had a normal functioning society, or is it like, hey, these characters that were, you know, reinstilled into the painting, they just live their life, and once they die of natural causes, that's the end of it anyways. That's why I asked that question. I wasn't sure on that. This is the canon ending. Life keeps forcing hard choices. Yeah, I mean, I would say that is probably the canonical ending, and that's I was about to say after the end of that Verso scene before the epilogue, I was gonna say I really wanted a conclusion outside of the painting, and that's the one that gives you that. And so I would say, yeah, that's definitely the canonical ending. Here comes the tears. SKA best character. Dude. Yeah, SKA dying, man. I don't like that. I mean, it has to happen, of course, with how that one plays out, but SKA's the GOAT. The SKA's the best. Verso ending is the best ending. That one had weight. So hot take, my opinion, Mael's ending is better. Please let me explain. Yes, it's sad that Verso is forced to live, and it sucks that the family is torn apart. But I do not think that it's fair for all the Lumiere characters that we have going to love to have to get Thanos snapped because of the family screw-ups. Yeah. So what it comes down to is this is like basically a domestic dispute that is born out in the middle of a painting that is like mystical and contains like real life. So that's why I have such a hard time like detaching myself from the painting and the characters within the painting, because if it all is meaningless in the end anyways, and it's like, what were we fighting for the whole game, right? Mael's ending, she will die, and the painting will die as well, so it's only postponing. It's postponing things. Living in the painting will kill anyone in it over time. So yeah, Mael wouldn't be able to live there indefinitely. But it's a matter of like, okay, if in the real world, if they decided to keep that painting going, they could, right? Even if Mael wasn't in it. I think, right? BRB walking the pup just could have missed the endings with DB. All right, man. And I do realize OBS disconnected for just a brief second there in the middle of Verso's ending. I apologize for that. That was horrible timing. Sorry about that. Yeah, time moves different in the painting, but they never explain the difference. The writers started the fire. They are at war and with the painters. Thank you so much for playing my game. Painted Verso didn't care about himself. He cared about Verso and Aline and breaking the grief cycle, but May only cared about herself. That's the difference. think the characters in the canvas did have a meaning, even though I prefer the Verso ending. The characters in the canvas added a great amount of weight to this ending, which was missing from Mael. Writers took advantage of Mael. She loved to read and write, and that's why she and her mom thinks Verso's death is her fault. So when you say the writers, like the writers of the game, or the writers like in the story, the quote unquote right. I heard them referred to before, I think, from Clair, but I don't think they expounded on who the quote unquote writers were. I don't know who they are. Not sure what's actually happening because I haven't been keeping up with the story, but if I ever play this game, I definitely think about the story for a while. I think, yeah, it's definitely thought provoking. I love the moral conflict. It's painted life less valuable than real life. Instinctively, you'd say real life, but after spending all the time in the canvas, can one really say that? Yeah, exactly. But like in the Verso ending, it's like it is definitely prioritizing the real world over the painting for sure. What's up, AJ? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hello, my friend. Nice to see you. I see the credits. So how did you enjoy the endings? Howdy, chat. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. We're having a nice little discussion over that. And I think from a gameplay perspective tonight, we're just going to leave it there. I think we'll just leave this stream to be like the ending stream, and then going back in and finishing up side quests and trophies and stuff will start next time. They're the opposing faction in the story. There's the fan theory that the writers are supposed to be the writers of the game, but I don't like that. Interesting. So the opposing faction in what way? Like, was there an opponent to the family? Like they didn't really explain that the family itself had a conflict with another entity in the real world, right? This all seemed to be family infighting. Writers are a different faction in the real world. They have powers like the family. The writers are mysterious. Nothing much is given about them. Okay. Maybe we'll learn more about them in the DLC. This game doesn't really go into a depth other than saying, yeah, the writers are bad. Okay. The writers in the game were in a war against the Desandra family. Yeah, but we just don't know what that means, really. They mentioned there's a war, but no further details. Gotcha. Either way, it was a blast watching this game with you and everyone. This game was a banger. Can't wait to play it myself. Thanks, bro. Dude, enjoy your own playthrough, man. I hope you have a good time. And thanks for hanging out, man. I think you were here for pretty much every stream. So really appreciate you, Muid, and everyone else who followed along. It was a lot of fun. It was a wild ride. And it's not over yet. We still got some more to do. So I'm looking forward to closing out. Let's see what, from a trophy perspective, let's see what we got here. Let's see here. We got the gold trophy for the ending. Find all the journals. I missed some of those. Beat Simon. Okay. Beat Clair. I knew that was a spoiler that I had seen earlier, is that Clair is a boss. I'm assuming she's the boss of the Endless Tower. Reach top of the Endless Tower. Okay. Find all the lost gestrels. I did not find all the lost gestrels. Beat the Sarah. Okay. I fought him but didn't beat him. Reach level 99. Lune consumed stains 4 turns in a row. Didn't really use Lune very much. That's probably why they didn't have it. Mael used Pierce on a marked enemy while in virtuous stance. Acquire all of Monaco's skills. I'm missing 1. And find all 33 music records. Okay. All reasonable stuff. Yeah, man, thank you for playing this game. It was an incredible journey. Keep going. Absolutely. Well, thanks for hanging out. Ah, and this music is so soothing. Mael got tricked and Verso saved her, but sacrificed himself. We're talking about in the fire. Wanted to experience this masterpiece with you and everyone. DB games like this need to be experienced together. Well, I'm glad you had so much fun, man. It was I enjoyed all of the interaction and getting to experience these moments together, because this story is like, you know, it had some major twists and turns, so it was good to have everybody along for the ride as well, and especially like at those major story points, like getting to talk about it. I enjoy that part of it too very much, of like getting to really dive in and have those discussions. It reminds me of like way back in the day when I used to watch Lost, when Lost was like airing on TV. This is way back in like 2005 to 2010. And one of the best parts about watching Lost when it was on the air was the discussions, like discussing amongst friends what our theories were. The message boards were going crazy over stuff, like analyzing what had happened and really picking apart different fan theories and stuff. And that was almost as fun as watching the show itself, was just the discussion aspect of it. And that's kind of how I get that with you guys, like when I play these games, like getting to talk about it along while the story's unfolding. It's a lot of fun for me. So I really appreciate y'all going along with that as well and hanging out. And Arthur, I'm not going to say this correctly, Schopenhauer's hierarchy of the arts, he places writing lower than painting with music at the top. Perhaps the struggle is for writing to usurp painting. You might be onto something there. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, and the fire. So Verso sacrificed himself to save Mael. His reasoning was that music was self-referential, needing no outside connections to enjoy it. Interesting. Same, bro. I really like that stuff too. You need to watch this. Need to watch what? Me and friends in school used to watch anime together and discuss in school the next day. It's the best. Indeed, man. Rewatching Lost now, it hits different now than when I heard. Yeah, that's a show that I've been meaning to rewatch for a long time now, but I haven't gotten around to it. I've seen it all the way through twice. Like I've seen it when it originally aired, and then I watched it again with my wife, like right after we first got married. It's a comedic recap of the whole game. I don't think you can post links in the chat. Like I don't even think I can allow you to. Like there's not a setting or something that I can change, but just like tell me what to search for. You like binge watching it? Lost was meant to be binge watched, do you think? Dude, I mean, I can see that, but also at the same time, the week to week discussions were insane. And like the writers of the show did a bunch of like meta stuff where they created these like fake websites for the Dharma Initiative and all this other stuff. And like you as a fan could like try to trace the breadcrumbs and connect it to the show. It was really cool back in the day when they set all that up. Yeah, when I was in college, my Wi-Fi network was called the Swan. That was as a reference to Lost. Lost is a TV show where you can't watch the next episode for an entire like 6 months to a year. I mean, so I started watching it in season 2. I had a buddy of mine who had the entire first season on DVD. Yes, that is dating myself quite a bit there. But so I binge watched the whole first season and then caught up into season 2, and then from there watched week to week. But in season 2, like there would even be gaps between episodes in that season. Like it didn't even air in consecutive weeks. So there's like 24 episodes in that season, and then sometimes an episode would air and there'd be 2 or 3 weeks before the next new episode would air. And that was like torture. But at the same time, like there's that one episode where they're in the hatch and in the whatever you call it, in the hatch, and the blast door closes down on Locke's leg, and then like the black lights go off and you see the map. And there were people who screenshotted that map, and dude, just picking it apart. Dude, people were talking about that map for weeks because it was a long time before the next episode aired. It was crazy, but it was awesome at the same time. What's up, Septimus? How's it going? We're wrapping up here, unfortunately, but welcome to the stream nonetheless, my friend. Clair, Obscur Expedition 33, the movie. Okay, that's what I should search for. Gotcha. Oh, it's Carbot anime. I like those a lot. Those are really funny. Ah, That'll be good. Congrats on finishing the game. How do you feel? I mean, we just had a long discussion. We watched both endings and just really kind of just gave our reactions to that. I mean, I would say the Verso ending feels like the correct ending. It sucked losing Esquier in that version of the ending. That part hit hard. Seeing Esquier go. But I'm glad that they gave the outside of the canvas perspective in that ending. But anyways, yeah, I think we're going to have to wrap up here, guys. Appreciate y'all. And we'll be back with some more on Monday. And we'll dive back in and we'll be finishing up the trophies and the side quests, etc. So yes, really appreciate you guys. It's been a wild ride playing this game. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. So really, again, thank you so much. And we'll catch you guys next time on Monday. I think we'll be back at it. So anyways, y'all take care. We'll see you then. See you later, everybody.